Welcome back. In our last lecture, we discussed the importance of breaking the stigma surrounding mental health at work. Now, let's dive into fascinating world of neuroscience to understand the science behind anxiety, how it affects our brains, our bodies, and ultimately our behavior. Your brain's on anxiety. When we experience anxiety, our brains are hard at work, orchestrating a complex symphony of neurotransmitters and hormones. Three key players in this symphony are the amygdala, the prefrontal cortex, and the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis. The amygdala, often called the brain's fear center, is responsible for detecting threats and triggering our fight or flight response. When we perceive a threat, whether it's a real danger like a speeding car or a perceived threat like an upcoming presentation, the amygdala sends out an alarm, flooding our bodies with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones prepare us to either fight the threat or flee from it. Our heart race, our breathing quickens, our muscles tense, and our senses become heightened. In the short term, this response is helpful for survival, but when it's triggered too often or too intensely, as it is in chronic anxiety, it can take a toll on our bodies and minds. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for reasoning, decision making, and emotional regulation, also plays a role in anxiety. When anxiety is mild, the prefrontal cortex can help us manage our fears and make rational decisions, but when anxiety is severe, it can overwhelm the prefrontal cortex, making it difficult to think clearly and control our emotions. The HPA axis is a complex system that regulates our stress response. When we experience anxiety, the HPA axis is activated, leading to the release of cortisol. While cortisol is helpful in small amounts, chronic stress can lead to elevated cortisol levels, which can have negative effects on our health, including impaired cognitive function, weakened immune system, and increased risk of chronic diseases. The body's response to anxiety doesn't just affect our bodies, it has a profound impact on our bodies as well. The stress hormones released during anxiety can cause a wide range of physical symptoms, including rapid heartbeat and palpitations, shortness of breath, muscle tension and pain, fatigue, headache, digestive problems, sweating and trembling, difficulty sleeping, changes in appetite. These physical symptoms can be so uncomfortable and distressing that they can further fuel our anxiety, creating a vicious cycle. Understanding is the first step. By understanding the science behind anxiety, we can gain valuable insights into why we feel and behave the way we do when we are anxious. This knowledge can empower us to develop effective coping strategies and break free from the grip of anxiety. In the next lecture, we'll explore the different types of workplace anxiety disorders and how to identify them. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about anxiety, the better equipped you will be to manage it.